What's up, y'all? Welcome back. So, just gonna watch a little Simone Biles Riley Gaines video. It's pretty interesting to me that all this is happening right now. It's just crazy. It's just the delusion, or the PC-ness, the want to be politically correctness. It's almost kind of crazy to me that like the mainstream media pushes it so much that somebody would actually think a majority of the population is agreeing with the mainstream media, where a public figure would think that this was a smart thing to say, and they're gonna get a lot of like love and appreciation for saying this, not knowing that the mainstream media is one of the 3% of the population who think this is a good idea. It's absolutely insane to me. But people are kind of slow, and people who've been working on crafts their whole life didn't get a lot of time to work on their mental or their people skills probably. So I would give her a break, but just know like, dang, Michael Phelps is the Olympic GOAT. Usain Bolt is the Olympic GOAT. And you know what else is really interesting to me? We'll watch the video and then I'll tell you.
Over the weekend, which was about, you guys know Riley Gaines, who is the incredible female, an actual female who swims in races. She's done it for years. She was one of the best swimmers in the entire country. And then she was repeatedly beat by the boy. What was his name again? Who actually kept the penis, Leah Thomas. And Connor always believed that was the Connor theory, that Leah Thomas, that's the boy, was using the penis as an extra propeller to win these things. No, it's the Connor theory. It was your theory. I'm not going to take credit for it. Anyway, check out this tweet from Riley Gaines.
That's absolutely reckless. I didn't even know people could say that kind of stuff.
She's retweeting the Minnesota State High School League softball.
Mind you,
and meet Champlain Park.
Mind you, I'm in, like, they don't even want to know. Like, it says Minneapolis right there. You see 394, 494. Let me show you guys where what is it? Champlain Park. So look, I'm gonna show y'all. Like, aren't we right now? You gotta take a little 169. Where the heck 169? It's crazy that they put 169 here. Okay. Dang, I really can't even find it right now. I apologize, y'all. 169 right here. So we right here. We right here. Like, Edina, we right here. Champlain Park. Champlain Park. You gonna go right here. You gonna go from right here. You gonna get on 169. You can go all the way to about right here. You're gonna be in Champlain Park. Like, probably 22 minute drive, maybe 15. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. This is like in my backyard. I used to play them in high school football, you know. Had a good game. Michael Sales was rushing 4 yards though. Let me tell you, Michael Sales was going crazy that game. On the right side, every play was to the right. I'm the left defensive end, but back to what I was saying.
Class quadruple A softball state champion for 2025. And of course, the pitcher happens to be a boy, which did not work out that well for the girls. And Riley retweeted that and said, comments off LOL, to be expected when your star player is a boy. And now here's what started this thing going, catching fire over the weekend. So Simone Biles, and Simone, you may remember her, she was an Olympic gymnast. Or I guess she is an Olympic gymnast. She has just decided to take the wrong side of the woke thing. This is a girl who beat girls. When she was doing gymnastics in the Olympics, she always beat actual girls. Riley Gaines is a girl who lost to a boy. Here is Simone Biles on that. Riley Gaines, you're truly sick. All of this campaigning because you lost a race. straight up sore loser. You should be uplifting the trans community and perhaps finding a way to make sports inclusive or creating a new avenue where trans feel safe in sports. Maybe a transgender category in all sports, but instead you bully them. One thing's for sure is no one in sports is safe with you around. I mean, and so she got basically wrecked on Twitter because people have had it with this. If trans people want to have their own, there aren't enough of them anyway, but if you want to have your own leagues and your own divisions, I suppose that's fine. The other version of this would be if you think that there are no biological differences between boys and girls, then let's not have boys and girls sports. It was the girls, it was the feminists that always wanted to make sure that girls' sports could be funded, right? That girls would get the access boys have. But now it's the feminists who are saying boys should be allowed to beat girls in sports. So how about we just have none of that? We could end the WNBA too, right? It loses a ton of money every year. How about we have no girls' sports and we make everything an absolute meritocracy? And there will be virtually no girls playing in high school sports. There will be no professional girls' sports leagues because even the girls' Olympic soccer team got crushed by, what was it, a 15-year-old boys team? So if you want to do it that way, but instead it's framed, of course, Simone Biles, you're framing it.
The Olympic girls' soccer team played a high school 15U team and got crushed by the boys. I'm talking about 2 years post team, like still team just started. Hey, I just became a team 2 years ago. They beat the women Olympic soccer team. Not just beat them, crushed them.
As if Riley Gaines is just bitter. And she might be a little bitter because a boy beat her, not a girl. Anyway, she responded to Simone and said, "This is actually so disappointing. It's not my job or the job of any woman to figure out how to include men in our spaces. You can uplift men stealing championships in women's sports with your platform. Men don't belong in women's sports, and I say that with my full chest." Is that a boob joke? Did she make a boob joke there? Is that a boob joke? I'm not sure. My good friend Sage Steele, who's been on the forefront of all of this, she retweeted the crazy thing that Simone Biles said, and she said this: "Easy to say this, Simone Biles, when you only had to compete against fellow women. Every one of your Olympic medals came from competing against fellow women. Riley Gaines was not only forced to compete against a man, but forced to share a locker room with that man. That is sick. Shocked and disappointed that you'd attack another woman who'd done nothing but uplift other women. If you think it makes sense to create a league for trans people, go for it. Use that huge platform of yours. But to attack Riley for what she has done for little girls who want to be the next Simone Biles is sick." I love Sage, and she's just absolutely the best. And of course, that is right. Simone Biles is trying to guilt her basically into creating the trans league. But why don't you do it? And it is kind of funny because your opinions on this.
Simone had also, she double tweeted her and she said, "Why don't you pick on somebody your own size? Ironically, that would be a man." Riley Gaines is 5'5", maybe 5'6". Like, what are we talking about? Just because you're 4'9", 10, 7, 8, like, just because you're like a legal midget or something, doesn't mean she's a monster who should be arguing with dudes or something. Like, I don't even understand. How are you disconnected from reality? Also, you are in the one sport, I think, in the world which is different for men and women. Baseball is different. Baseball is the same. Men and women's baseball is the same. Now, if you go to softball, that's a whole different sport. Softball is a different sport. If a woman wants to start a baseball league, it's going to be the same. Women's basketball is the same as, like women football. Obviously, they wear different stuff probably, but like all these sports are the same. Gymnastics, I think, is the only sport that changes their scoring, their grading, pretty much everything. Some of their competitions are different for women and men. They look at it like this is an art and let's cater the scoring to what men are good at. Now this is an art for women, let's cater it towards what women are good at, lower center of gravity stuff, big stronger legs. It's like even if a man was in gymnastics, who knows if he would even beat Simone Biles? Because he would be entering a woman's field in a woman's sport that's designed for women. Now, could Simone Biles go to the men's and beat one of them? Probably not, because it's designed for men. More upper body strength, more shoulders, more arm, so it's just really kind of funny and interesting. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. It's absolutely crazy. If you are an athlete, why don't you get on some Motherland Minerals? A quick word from our sponsor today, Motherland Minerals, rhodium. We got rhodium. This is basically a way to harness nature's original medicine, trace minerals from the earth for modern wellness warriors. Yes, you can liquefy rocks. Yes, you're supposed to consume. These are supposed to be in the soil where we can naturally take them, but you know how the earth is right now. You know that some of the soil is a little depleted, but that's okay because we got Motherland Minerals. And I would recommend you to go to the site, and I would recommend you to look and just see which one fits for you. If you're an athlete, I really recommend osmium. If you've never heard of it, I mean, it helps with a lot. Osmium is a wonder for your spiritual and creative side, as it can stimulate the brain, inactive DNA glands, and inactive energy points known as chakras. The link this creates between the powers of the mind and the reality helps you transition to a wiser, more positive state of being. It helps connect with the self to higher energies by creating a solid field around the body that is ready and able to accept the future. Let me read you guys this last part. I don't want to take too much of the time on the ad, but when all things considered, osmium is the most powerful of all monatomic metals, and only recently have its physical benefits been getting attention from athletes. It has been said that osmium increases the spread and efficient use of oxygen by the body, increasing circulation, muscle, and tissue strength and stamina. So, I mean, I take these minerals every day. I take a lot of them, so I don't know which ones are necessarily doing it. But if you look at my nails, I mean, my granddad asked me the other day, he's like, do you have French tips? Like, what's going on, buddy? And I was like, nah, bro. I just take, what do they be doing in the TikTok? But no, for real, look, peep game. I'm gonna cut them soon because I just started, coaching wrestling season just started again. So I don't wanna, cut nobody, but I do really appreciate when your nails are strong. I think it's a good sign for your body and life that you have enough minerals and zinc and that all them. Your minerals are good so you can grow. Your nails are growing, your body's probably growing and stuff. It's like this. Yeah, it's beautiful. So that's all. What do you guys think about this in the comments? You guys think it's 3% to 97% of the world who really thinks this is a good idea? Or what do you guys think? And if you are on Simone Biles' side, why? What do you think that makes that appropriate at all? Let me know in the comments.